At those press conferences, Justin Fields was then saying, I'm just going to go into every single week like I am the starter. So he's always had that mindset that he might not be starting. So I don't know if this is really that shocking that once Russell Wilson gets the complete green light, now he's going to be in the game.
Forward Jack Quinn. I mean, you look at the start that he had to this season, then he gets sidelined in December with mononucleosis, and then whenever he comes back, he plays in 2 games, makes his NHL debut, and then has a really great week with the Amerks.
Rochester's 5-on-5 offense needs to continue to step up tonight. That means the Amerks need to have a heavy net front presence, make it extremely difficult on Syracuse's goal. It goes back to the offseason work that he put in. He really put in a lot of work into his stance, almost like he's fielding a ground ball. So he's a little lower to the ground, a little bit wider of a stance. That helps him have a little bit more load, a little bit more power from that lower half.
The other top-notch detail these two will bring tonight is defense. Bishop Canevin has shut out their last 2 opponents while scoring 112 points in those last 2 games. Fort Cherry has outscored their opposition 275-40 this season.
One of those lines that's going to have to continue to step up that did really well the other night is the line combination of forwards Lucas Rusick, Brett Murray, and Brandon Byro combining for 6 points against Utica.
Tonight is going to be a gritty matchup between Rochester and Buffalo, especially with everybody saying that this is the big brother, little brother rivalry in the National Lacrosse League right now.
I don't think that the Steelers just lean on one quarterback on Sunday. I think that it's going to kind of be double duty between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, only because Justin Fields' run game, I've been calling it, and we'll get into that in the 4th segment. However, Justin Fields' run game might be a component that the Jets aren't able to stop this week.
Does our salute to Philly night at Coca-Cola Park. So we're rebranding to the Lehigh Valley Hoagies. I have this massive hoagie. There we go.
That's a big one. That would feed a lot of guys.
I'm going to be carrying that bad boy around all game.
Brandon, Springfield with a very dynamic forward group. Where does puck pressure continue to play a role in shutting down their offense?
Obviously, we're not the biggest team, so we got to use our speed to pressure the puck.
Coach, earlier this week you said it's all about forcing the hand of your opponent when it comes to CMU. Where can you better pressure them in the second half?
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad the way our defense.
Because somebody isn't producing, then he is going to be that next available batter. Over his 11-year professional tenure, he's played for the Braves system, Arizona, and most recently spent the last 5 years in Detroit. So this was actually a very easy transition considering Detroit and the Chicago White Sox play all the time. Peralta has managed to limit offensive production by keeping the ball down low and enticing batters to strike out 32% of the time and limiting his free passes. So the Piggies trying not to chase the low ones tonight. He comes with a simple pitch mix, just 3 pitches, a 4-seam fastball, changeup, and a slider.
Indianapolis hasn't done that well this season, and their defense is 31st in the entire NFL. So if they could get past the Chargers defense, then there's no doubt in my mind that they can get past the Colts defense. On top of that, yeah, they might have a little bit of the injury bug. However, they have been scraping out those wins from the beginning of the season, and I really feel like they have that next man up mentality, and they've been doing that under Justin Fields. So I feel really confident for this team going into tomorrow. I think that resiliency should be noted after today's game. They could have thrown in the towel. They only had 6 points going into that second half. So, where do they turn to? Well, then you see that 4th quarter and all the yardage that they gain. I just think that Cade Bell is coming in there and really kind of turning things around, and that pace is really showing throughout the games.
When you look at Amerks forward Brett Murray's 4-year pro career, he's known primarily for utilizing his size and physicality, but the game is ever-changing each season.
The game just keeps getting faster and faster, and I'm trying to adapt with it and get better as a player. And that was a huge mindset of mine in the off season. And I was able to, I think I was able to do that. And Apps has said that he's seen some improvement as well, and I'm happy to hear that.
How do you work on skating?
There's a lot of things. Everyone's got a different method. Power skating is the technical side of it. There's a lot of off-ice, hockey-specific workouts that you can do to target specific muscles that help in your stride and top speed ability and quickness and all that. So just a balance between all of that was sort of my target.
When did you realize you needed to work on that aspect of your game, specifically in the pros?
It's my 4th year now, and I've had success in the past. Like I said, the game is changing so fast. It's turned into a skill speed game, and I want to keep up with that, and I want to excel. Not only keep up, actually, I want to excel. I want to be the best player I can be, and beat out other players for spots, and that's where the mindset is.
Who are you trying to be as fast as on this team?
Oh gosh, you can just look at the whole rookie class. They're all pretty fast, and they're competing for spots in the lineup, and they're fast skaters. They're good skaters, and I'd say all of them.
Speed and skill, those are the two aspects of the game that continue to change the landscape of hockey, and Murray is right there adapting every step of the way.